Now, the community in New Rest Informal Settlement in Gugulethu is accusing the Provincial Health Department of not being transparent about the number of people who have tested positive for COVID-19 in their community. Previously, the Health Department said those who have tested positive and cannot quarantine in their own homes will be taken to a number of identified quarantine sites. However, according to New Rest residents, this has not happened. They allege that the number of positive cases in the informal settlement has skyrocketed. We now go live to reporter Nasiphi Same, who is in Gugulethu. Nasiphi, thank you so much for joining me. My first question, obviously, is how did the truth come out that the numbers that side may be fake?
Well, Jacob, we will be speaking to one of the community leaders regarding how they managed to find out that the numbers are indeed, or there is a discrepancy with the numbers that they have. And we are also joined by somebody who had tested positive in the community, went into self-isolation. And basically what we understand is that out of the more than 4,000 cases that have been tested positive in the Western Cape, more than 400 are coming from the Klipfontein sub-council, and the Gugulethu township forms part of Klipfontein. And we do understand that the community here is saying that they are not feeling safe. However, to talk us through regarding how the community is feeling, I'm joined by the community leader who's going to be talking to us about the community's concerns.
Hi, Sisi. Mna into endizothetha ngayo apha in New Rest kule ndawo sihlala kuyo sifila singekho safe ngoba most yabantu abateste positive bahlala nathi, and behlala nathi nje bantu bayabanika amagama into yoba umuntu uyaxoka, ayikho wethu lento kuthiwa yicorona, umuntu ufuna i-attention. And ke ngoku even mna uhealth ndinayo indawo yomblame kuyo, because mna okona ndinde i-results zam from i-21 ka-April ngoku yi-10 yo-11 kaMeyi andikazifumani namhlanje i-results zam. So andiyazi uba kuqhubeka ngam ntoni, nam uba ndi-negative or ndi-positive. And ndandibaxelele mna uba ndihlala nomntana omncinci because one of my friend was tested positive. And then wafunikisa ngenamba yam bamane bendifowunela abantu bakwa-health ndabaxelela uba andizukwazi ukwarantina mna ngoba kaloku mna indlu esihlala kuzo zii-RDP houses and ndihlala nefemeli yam. Kwathiwa mandihlale mandizame, andiyazi uba ndizozama njani, ndiphume only xa ndisiya endlini. Ndathi umntanam ndiyamncancisa, kwathiwa mandincancise umntana ndingamyeki kumncancisa. But ke abantu apha kule ndawo sihlala kuyo bathi ayikho loo nto leyo, ababhilive uba ikhona loo nto, le nto yifiva wethu. Noba kufunwa nje i-government ikhona le nto ayifunayo ngathi bayintoni andiyazi. But ke le tshomi yam ndithetha ngayo ikhona ingakwazi uthetha ngoba yona inikwa amagama kusithiwa uthanda i-attention utheni.
So I'm also joined by another community member here who's actually going to be talking to us. The community leaders are saying that there is a discrepancy with the numbers that the health department is presenting. And the community leaders are saying that the numbers have skyrocketed. How do you know this for a fact?
The reason why we say now the numbers are going up, normally they said if people are tested negative, there is no returns, they're not coming back to the people. But what's happening now, they're always coming back now with the brown envelopes, targeting all the certain individuals that were tested. That to me means that those that get envelopes means they are positive. And people are not prepared to talk. That's why we think now the numbers are picking up, and people are not respecting, because people are walking up and down in the streets. So we're all scared now.
I mean, these are serious allegations that the health department is obviously not fulfilling its mandate and being transparent regarding the numbers and, quarantine, as we heard from Musisi now. Have you tried to reach out to government? What has been your first point of reference regarding these serious concerns that you have?
The only person now we've contacted is the councillor, because we don't have any other contacts. That's why we're hoping maybe councillor will do better, because we don't know who to contact. That's the reason.
And Jacob, just quickly, I'm joined by somebody who'd actually tested positive, went into self-isolation and quarantine, who's going to be talking to us about her journey. She also claims that after testing positive and going into self-quarantine, she still doesn't know where she stands currently.
I tested positive. At first, it was just flu. I thought it was just flu. I went to the doctor. I went to the doctors 2 times. But then it kept on getting worse until my sister took me to her house to Easterfield. And then for 2 days. It was Thursday when I got there. And then I couldn't breathe properly. I couldn't bath myself. She was the one that was bathing me. And the Friday, husband said, no, this is not on. Let's take this. Let's take my sister-in-law to the hospital. So bandisa up here, I felt. Ndafika phayana ndatesta ndabe kwelo gqirha bendiye kuye ndatsho ndathi ndazisuspektha ke-corona even though ndingayazi ubana ii-signs zayo zinjani and ndiyifumene phi, but the way ndandigula ngayo zange ndagulela hlobo. So wathi no, akaqondi uba yi-corona, inoba yiyanto ze-influenza. Wandinikeza hotlines ze-COVID-19, then ndafowuna, but kwathiwa andinofane ndibe nayo since ungakhange ndiye phesheya, and then look, I'm still too young for uba mandibe nayo. And I'm not a chronic patient, I'm not taking any medication. So before I come here, I felt ndafika phayana ndingakwazi uphefumla, ndafakwa x-ray, ndatestwa. The following morning ndasuswa kwicala labanye abantu, ndawobekwa nomnye ubhuti kwicala lethu soyi-2. So ndaqalisa ke ngoku koyika. Later on that same day, around about 1 o'clock, kwafika i-ambulance andithatha ndise-Grooteskier. So I was so shocked because andixelelwanga nix. Ndayafika eGrooteskier, that was Saturday. Saturday ndahlala Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But I'm gonna briefly. I-corona does exist, and then kukithatha kubeke phansi. After that whole process, then I right ndakwazi uphefumla, ndabuya ndakuthiwa ndiye isolation. Luckily for mna usister wam unayo room spare, so ndandiphayana ke for the 14 days. Ndibuyile ke ngoku but without being tested again. But ndandifowunelwa ngu-health like every day ndababuza uba ndiziphinda nditheste, bathi no, if khange ndiphinde ndigule then iyaziphelela ngokwayo because I was ndisela amanzi ashushu yonke loo nto leyo ndizimedicata ngokwam. Corona ayina medication but bendizenza izinto befana ndiyazenza, so I haven't been ill since then.
Are you in any way fearful that you might contract the virus again? I mean, you are back in this community where basically you had contracted the virus living here. Are there any fears?
Obviously, there will be fears because people are working around, and ever since in Buyile, baninzi abantu ndiva kuthiwa babapho bateste positive, but they're working around as if nothing is happening. Abanaxesha labanye abantu abangakhange bagule. Mna ndinagezelwa ndihambe ndixelela abantu over the phone into yobana ndicela bazame uncedo lalapha eNewrest kutestwe because ndiyayazi into yoba ndihlala endaweni enabantu abaninzi, sisebenzisa ithoyilethi eyi-1, sisebenzisa amanzi ayi-1, so bendinexhala abantu bendihlala nabo. But me doing that ndinayintlekisa kule ndawo ndihlala kuyo, ndahambe ndipostwa kwimidiya, kwambe kuthethwa ngam, ndabuya kwaphinda kwathiwa bendixoka. There's no such thing as a person can stay esibhedlele for 3 to 5 days i-corona, and ngoku akuhlalwa eGrooteskier, kuhlalwa eTigerberg, of which andiyazi information le bayithethayo bayithathayo. So yeah, I do fear for especially abanye abantu, because mna ndizawuzama by all means uba avoid ebantwini, even though it won't be easy, isolate, quarantine, but kukho abanye abantu abadala esihlala nabo abanezigulo abanazo abatyi-treatment. So thina abantu balapha eNewrest asibacingeli abanye abantu, asikhathali, because we are saying that corona exists, but it does.
And just quickly, we also have another community leader here who's going to be talking to us about the densely populated area, as we do know that the health department has previously said that they will be moving people to various sites in densely populated communities.
In this area, sibaninzi population ingaphaya, and the areas singayibona as informal area, but it's not a formal area lena. It look like informal because it's too crowded. And sihlala nabantu base-Africa and bona bathi kuthi always bona banegazi elishushu, so ayikho corona apha izongena kubo. So kuyi-chaos nje kule area yethu.
Well, that is just a word from some of the community leaders and also somebody who had tested positive, saying that now, as much as she doesn't know where she stands and she hasn't been tested again, she is appealing to people that, corona is something that is real. She had been infected and is pleading with the community members in this very same community to actually adhere to the lockdown regulations, practice social distancing, wear masks and use sanitizers. And basically she is saying that there is also stigmatization regarding people who have tested positive, and even those who have tested positive in the community who aren't taking the measures or preventative measures that have been put in place by government seriously. And she is saying that that is something that is indeed concerning for the people that are living here, taking into account that it is a densely populated area. I mean, we are here in the morning and people haven't really woken up, but we will be staying here and trying to see what the actual concerns of the communities are, and also reaching out to the health department or even provincial government to find out what is their response regarding these serious allegations of COVID-19 and the fact that they aren't transparent to numerous, or rather to this specific community, regarding the numbers and people that have tested positive and being taken into quarantine.
We'll leave it right there, Nasiphi Same at the new rest Gugulethu township, telling us a little more about the 30-odd thousand people there who are living in extreme conditions and obviously trying to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic.